Hello guys, welcome back to my channel, welcome back to Shay Explores Daily. And today I've got one of the most iconic sporting venues on the planet behind me, Old Trafford Stadium. So today's video can be a little bit different. I'm gonna have a look around the stadium, but it will be like a voiceover because I'm told I need permission to film on Man United premises. So if you like the video, please don't forget to like, comment, share and subscribe. Let's go and enjoy the video. In front of the stadium, you'll see this famous statue of the Holy Trinity, Dennis Law, Bobby Charlton and George Best. You will also see tributes to Sir Matt Busby, who was the club's most successful manager until Sir Alex Ferguson took over. Matt Busby famously led the club to a European Cup in 1968. In front of the stadium as well, you'll always see people selling scarves, other tourists, and you'll see memorabilia and photos paying tribute to United's past successes, such as the treble winners of 1999 and their women's team. The tour starts in the stand named after another iconic manager, Sir Alex Ferguson. So, let's start the tour. The tour starts once you go up these escalators and you enter the Man United Museum, where you'll see a huge amount of trophies which the club has won, including the Premier League titles, and also their European Cups and Europa Leagues as well. Manchester United and their biggest rivals Liverpool are by far the two most successful clubs in English football, with United having more league titles and Liverpool having more European Cups. The museum also pays tribute to the victims of the Munich air disaster in 1958, in which 23 people died, including Manchester United players and staff. This last section of the museum pays tribute to Man United's treble winning season, and also you can see a replica of Old Trafford and also a timeline of all the events that have happened at Old Trafford since 1910, including non-football related events as well. This is the view from the Sir Alex Ferguson stand, the largest stand in the stadium, and holds about 26,000 people. On the right hand side, you can get a better view of the full size of the stand, and as you can see, it stretches far and wide. On the terraces, you'll see various tributes to previous Man United achievements such as European Cups. Here you can see the concourse area, and this is where fans tend to congregate before the game and also at half time. In this area, you can actually buy drinks, you can also make bets as well. This is the view of the East Stand, which holds about 12,000 fans, and it's the back end of the front facade in which we saw at the start. This is where the away fans sit, and normally for Premier League games it's about 3,000 fans, but when it's FA Cup it goes up to about 9,000 fans. In this section you can see barriers for safe standing for fans, and also in front of this area you'll see the area for disabled Manchester United fans as well. This was filmed a day before the famous FA Cup tie versus Liverpool, where it finished 4-3. So Liverpool got the majority of the East Stand. This is the Sir Bobby Charlton stand, the only single tier stand in the stadium, and it's where the announcers and also the team sit. Here I am standing in the Manchester United dressing room. The dressing room has undergone some moderations recently to make it up to standard, but as you can see it's quite high tech. The shirts are actually in order of playing position, so goalkeeper, defenders, midfielders and then strikers. Contrary to popular belief, these shirts are not the shirts that the players wear for their games. These shirts are only for display. But normally when the manager does his team talk, a bell will ring about 15 minutes before the game's meant to kick off, telling the players to head towards the tunnel. Behind this shutter is where the manager puts his tactics for everyone to see. On this tour you don't see the away dressing room, but I've been told it's just a standard dressing room. You can also see as well the ice baths, which I was told was an idea brought in by the legendary Cristiano Ronaldo. The tunnel is one of the few tunnels that you see in the corner of a stadium, and I was told that Manchester United always line up on the right hand side. On the other side you can see the away dressing room. Previously the away dressing room used to be right next to the home dressing room, but after a few scuffles and fights over the years, this has been altered and changed. The tunnel is actually able to lift up to allow emergency vehicles into the stadium should it ever be needed. Let's walk down the tunnel. Alongside the tunnel is the famous Stretford End, known to have the most hardcore fans in the stadium. It's called the Stretford End because the area behind the stand is called Stretford. The Stretford End actually went through some renovations during the 90s to make it what it is today. And Dennis Law and Eric Cantona both are nicknamed the kings of the Stretford End. This is the Munich Tunnel and it's the only part of the stadium to survive the World War II bombings, and it's the oldest part of the stadium still standing. The players used to walk out from this tunnel up until 1993, where they now walk from the tunnel in the corner. Here is a coach's view of the stadium. This is the players' dugout area. This is where the coaches and substitutes sit during the game. On one side you've got Manchester United, and the other side you have the away team. When Erik ten Hag took over as manager, he actually switched the dugouts around so that the Manchester United players were actually closer to the Stretford End, where the loud and noisy fans are. It was done as a psychological boost to the team. You can clearly see my excitement as I sit in the dugouts myself on this tour. This is the full view of the stadium that the managers get from the dugouts. Also in the South Stand, you have these cool name badges on these seats. These are people who have had season tickets at the club for at least 25 years. This is the directors area where the directors and their families sit. A very special exclusive club. One half of the area is to Manchester United and the other is for the away team. And each person is allowed a maximum of 2 seats per game, except one person, Sir Alex Ferguson, as I was told they were too scared to tell him that. This is where the media sits during the games, where they write their reports on what's happening. Here we have the press conference room, where the managers do their post-match interviews to the media. Also as well, when players sign for Manchester United, they don't do the press conferences here, they do it at the training ground at Carrington. Behind the press conference room is this bar, suitably named Bar 68, obviously after United's first European Cup. You then finish the tour in the Man United Megastore, where the tour ends. This hotel is owned by a few ex-players, including Ryan Giggs and Paul Scholes. That is it, guys, for today's video. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to like, comment, share and subscribe. I've had a great time here in Manchester. Where should I go next? What do you want me to see? Write it down below. In the meantime, I'll see you soon. Bye bye.